Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have another belt on the line with this fight. This is a Pinnacle Combat Amateur Featherweight Championship fight. It's being sponsored by Sandy Hook Tavern. This fight is scheduled for 5 rounds. From the blue corner, with 3 wins and 1 loss, standing 5'9", weighing 145 pounds. He's an experienced kickboxer. This is his first title fight, training with Down to Fight MMA. From Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Chance Maclin. And from the red corner, with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss, standing 5'10", 145 pounds. He's a freestyle fighter, gold glove boxer, blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and orange belt in karate. Training with Nomad MMA. From Guttenberg, Iowa, your current champion, Nick Pierce.
And we're set for our second title belt bout of the night. This is another amateur title belt as Nick Pierce tries to defend it against Chance Maclin. What do you guys think of this bout?
Yeah, Maclin comes to us from Down to Fight Mixed Martial Arts in Cedar Rapids. They've got a huge following, and they said, frankly, they're tired of fighting on the same shows. It's the same opponents. They're not really getting challenged, and they wanted to step up their game, and they knew where to come. They called us, and we've got a couple of their fighters on the card tonight. We've had Kyrie Hopkins has been one of Nick Pierce's past opponents. He's a training partner of Maclin's. His striking is his strength, but he does have a wrestling background. He's real slick off his back, so we've got a tough fight for him with Nick Pierce. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah, I think these two are kind of mirror images of each other. Their striking, I think, is their forte here. Nick being a Golden Gloves boxer. A blue belt in jiu-jitsu, though, so he's no joke on the ground. He's also got an orange belt in karate, as we heard. So, both these guys are well-rounded, and I think, both of them obviously belong in there together. So we're going to, sit back and enjoy this one, I think, as well.
Nick Pierce on top of Chance Maclin.
Slick guard pass there by Pierce. Maclin's got to be careful of the falling into a triangle choke there with a nice reversal.
One thing you see with these guys, we noticed it earlier with Otis, is when they get a dominant position, these guys don't sit there and let it happen. They're instantly rolling out. They're trying to move, trying to improve, and we saw that out of Chance.
These two fighters back on their feet now as Maclin lets Pierce get up. Ooh, just missing on that front kick there by Pierce.
Was that the kick that Steven Seagal taught Anderson Silva?
I'm still waiting to see what Seagal taught Cormier. We were supposed to see that.
Apparently it wasn't enough. Leg kick right there.
I felt that up here.
Yeah, it's not a fight unless you have a good shin clank, at least at some point.
So far pretty even here.
Yeah, they kind of came out pretty quick here. It slowed down. I think they settled in, feeling each other out. And
Pierce shoots in, takes down Maclin.
Just a reminder here, this is round 1 of 5. As you see down the bottom left here, thanks to Mindprint Productions, the clock down there. But this is a title fight, so we are going 5 3-minute rounds if we need them.
Yep. Looks like Maclin actually doing a little damage from underneath. Not a whole lot. But
Well, while he was doing that.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Stoppage there for just a second for illegal contact.
I didn't catch what actually happened.
It's an elbow strike to the head. I'm not sure if he was calling it as it was back to the back of the head, but it was a foul of some sort, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe he's just getting a warning here, looks like.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
See
not
the
a
replay here. No. Anyway, the fight is back underway, so here we go.
Oh, nice job by the referee, though, to notice it. Nick actually noticed it, too, and stopped right away.
Drawing leg kicks there. 10 seconds left in round number 1. Wow, that's a nice kick to the body by Pierce. And round 1 is in the books. I don't know, that was a pretty even round 1, I would say.
Yeah, I think, again, in that whole need to give somebody a round, we can't wait till the end to say who wins the fight. I think I have to give that one to Nick. A little bit more active. Seems like he had a little bit more dominant positions there. But, you know, we always talk about the 10-8, 10-9 rounds. This would have to be a 10-9 round, definitely.
The way down the criteria list is control, and I think Nick wins the round off of a couple takedowns. He a couple guard passes to knee on belly and mount positions. So I think we'd have to give him a 10-9 round there.
Pretty tight though.
And after seeing some MMA fights, you know, the way they get judged, I don't think either corner can be confident by telling their fighter, yeah, you won that round.
Ooh, there was a pretty good jab there by Pierce. And a nice body kick as well. Yeah, he's starting to pick up the pace a little bit as Pierce here.
These guys have great reflexes. It's just they obviously get a lot of drill work in. You saw Pierce's takedowns were off of Maclin's punches. He shoots underneath the punch. You see Maclin throwing punches while Pierce is throwing a leg kick. That's another drill a lot of gyms do.
Once again, Pierce with the takedown.
Yeah, that's not something a lot of guys are just born with instinctively. I guess some guys might have that, but you're right. That's a lot of hours in the gym, which we know both of these guys are doing.
Pierce is trying to get some separation from Maclin so that he can, you know, throw some blows in, but Maclin doing a good job of really, you know, latching onto him tightly.
Now we've almost got here, Nick, I know you'll get the reference, we almost have a pride type atmosphere here with the crowd being quiet, seeing what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it's you can tell the level of fighting going on here is almost like chess, where they're watching they don't want to miss anything. They're watching every move and every improvement from position and whatnot.
Well, credit to our fans also. I think they're coming along from back in the early days. You know, a lot of times you hear crowds like this start booing, things like that, and it's a good fight.
Absolutely.
Scan the crowd, everybody's leaning forward, looking towards the cage, and just silent.
Speaking of crowd, you know, Harry knocked another one out of the park here. This place is packed to the rafters when we look around.
Absolutely. Five Flag's a great facility for hosting these fights. Really the perfect venue for it. Once again, Nick Pierce trying to defend his title. He's riding on top of Maclin. Maclin doing a good job of fighting.
Now there's another instance of a fighter getting mounted.
It's kind of the position where we're in the first round that I was talking about, where we roll through kind of into a triangle choke. Last time Maclin was able to hold on to Pierce's ankle to keep him from
now Pierce is raining in shots
wasn't able to get it
on the head, and there's Maclin is stuck.
Here's
and
the tap.
Going to stop it. Was there a tap?
There was a tap, yes.
Okay.
Chance did tap, so.
Well, there we go.
This capacity crowd here, you can just hear them blowing up. Nick's quickly becoming one of the favorite fighters. You know, we talk about guys like Adam Schumacher, Adam Gilligan being favorites. He's right up there in the top echelon with all these guys. You can hear by the crowd. We've got, you know, a sold-out show here, and the crowd went absolutely nuts for Nick when he came in, and then when he finished him there. So it's
absolutely. Well, he retains the belt, does Nick Pierce, and I think Nick, the Cowboy from Helmaren, may have a question for him when he steps into the cage here in a moment.
And I think well justified. He's pretty much cleaned out this division. You know, I'm sure there's some other tough guys out there, but he's beaten everybody who's thrown at him. You know, and he's had some tough fights. He hasn't had cakewalks. You know, we talk about having Kyrie, you know, Jacoby Brannick on the last card, you know, and then Chance here. None of these guys are easy fights.
No.
And you know, Nick hasn't ran through them necessarily. He's earned the fights. He's done well, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, let's send it to Dean Michael now in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your Pinnacle Combat Amateur Featherweight Championship fight, a referee stoppage at 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Referee stoppage due to strikes. Your continuing champion, Nick Pierce.
And I believe Nick, the Cowboy from Helmaren, going to have a word with our defending champion. Nick Pierce hanging on to the belt. Pinnacle Combat 18, legal beatdown. Nice title defense by Pierce.
Always a smile on that kid's face, always.
And here comes Nick.
Let's give it up again, Nick Pierce. All right, Nick, we put you through a meat grinder of opponents here in Pinnacle Combat. 5-1 now, 6-1 now, defended the belt how many times? What's next?
Well, when I started fighting, I told myself I'd take 10 amateur fights, and the plan was to go 10-0. I got a little blemish in there, but I'm looking to get up there, so a little while yet before I go pro.
All right, one more time, Nick Pierce. Let's welcome Pinnacle Combat President Harry McGlaris to the cage for a huge announcement.
Hey there, I just want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. And also, everybody, I think everybody remembers our former and actually still current lightweight champion, Eric Wisely. Can I bring him up in the cage right here? Well, I want to announce our show. We're doing a show in Cedar Rapids at the U.S. Cellular Center on March 13th. And I'm so happy and proud to pronounce, because this is a matchup I've been wanting, everybody's been wanting, the whole area of the Midwest has been wanting to see. Eric Wisely, can we bring in his opponent? Come on in. I want to see, we recognize this guy. Jared Demon Eyes Downey. Yeah, this is going to be going on 155. It's going to be a title fight. It's going to be our main event at the U.S. Cellular Center, March 13th. Eric, welcome back to Pinnacle. What do you think? Are you ready to take this guy on? He's tough. He's fought all over, and it's a fight a lot of people have been waiting to see, and everybody's been talking about you coming back into Pinnacle. Everybody's excited. What do you got to say?
Definitely. I think it'd be a five-minute war with him. He's super tough and fast and good everywhere, so it should be a fun fight.
Good. Welcome back to Pinnacle, my man.
How you doing, man? It's been a while. Can't wait to do it again.
Okay, everybody. Thank you very much. March 13th, it's a Friday night. It's back in the cell.